Well, this is a very exciting trip for me. I've got a brand new canoe, beautiful 15-foot Prospector. I've got a brand new knife as well. I'm in the Temagami region of Ontario, a canoeing paradise, massive wilderness area. And I just set off on an 8-day canoe trip through here. So very, very exciting. All right, so here's a look at my route for this trip, starting and ending at access point number 7. Made my way down to this portage here, so this is where I am right now. And for today, I have a series of small lakes to portage in and out of to make my way to Solace Lake right there, which is where I'll be camping tonight. The rest of the trip, I'm making a big circle, a big loop, lots of portages, like I said, and some I'm sure they're going to be quite challenging with the low water levels, especially where the portage ends and there's a bit of creek travel. I might not be able to paddle through these creeks, so it could extend the length of these portages. We'll be heading into this big lake here, Florence Lake, then following this river here, lots of creek and river travel, up to the highest portages and the highest lakes in the park, which are right here. Once I reach this big lake, I'll make my way back down through smaller lakes once again, back to the access point. So about 110 kilometers, depending on the route that I take, 65 miles, and yeah, 7 or 8 days. There's a grouse right there. All right, first portage of the trip done. Went well. It was over a kilometer. And now the sun's made an appearance. Beautiful, warming up nicely. Well, I didn't travel very far today, but I simply couldn't pass up this beautiful little spot here. Nice little point, tucked in out of the wind, lots of firewood, and it's a beautiful day. So already set up, gonna have a nice dinner tonight, just relax. Got a little hot dog making station here. Hot dog number 2. thoroughly enjoyed those hot dogs. They were really good. But now, to cap off the night, another little treat, Kit Kat bar. I learned from my Labrador trip, my expedition this summer, that I need to bring more chocolate with me. I love chocolate, and on that trip I only had one chocolate bar a day, and I was craving chocolate so bad. And I was sick of eating trail mix, so on this trip I've got 2 a day and 3 Cliff bars. Well, I really enjoyed my first day of this trip. Feels great to be back out on a fall canoe trip. Amazing weather today and beautiful scenery. So I'm gonna relax now, enjoy this beautiful fire, and I'll see you in the morning. Well, it's a beautiful little morning here. Lots of fog, mist rising off the lake. Enjoy my coffee here, wait for it to burn off, and then I'll get started on my 11 to 12 portages for today. Oh, who planned this trip? All right, 9:30 on the water finally. So now I have 5 portages to do to reach the lake that I had intended on camping on last night. The last one of those portages is marked as being difficult on my map as well. So. And then after that, I've got another 6 or 7 portages to do to reach the lake that I want to camp on tonight. So got quite a bit of work ahead of me today. But beautiful blue skies, really calm right now. Gorgeous, gorgeous day. Oh boy. Pure mud. Oh shit. This is what I thought might happen. Water's very low and just getting to the portage, it's gonna get really tough. It's very, this is bottomless mud here. If I stand in this, I'm gonna go down to my waist. Oh boy. It's not that bad here. Almost stuck there. Oh, maybe I should get in here. Well, that's a nice start to the day. Another beautiful little lake here. Lots of moose prints here. Very moosey area. Another portage done. Next one is the one that's marked as being difficult on my map. We'll see how it goes. Got to be a little bit careful through here. There's some holes in between these boulders that are hidden by the leaves. So, got to test out my footing sometimes. Beautiful portage though. Right, another one bites the dust. So this is the lake that I was supposed to camp on last night. I'm just gonna cross it and find my next portage. Very nice lake. It's one hell of a climb at the start of this portage. Looks like it's gonna go up again from here. Another one done. All right, portage number 8 done. And the next one is supposedly the most difficult one of the day. But I'm running out of daylight now. I've only got about an hour left, so my goal is to at least complete this next one, and I'll see where I'm at on the other side. Right. Yeah, it looks like this goes up right off the hop. Whew. That's a steep water access. Look at this lake. Wow. All right, portage 9 for the day done. It wasn't actually that bad. A few inclined sections and some boggy sections, but nothing too crazy. Beautiful little site here. A couple of fire pits and amazing view. Got a beautiful little site here. So happy with it. And I know I've said this before, but it is unbelievable how quiet it is in the fall. Not a sound. Oh, feels so good to finally be at camp. I am starving. It's really time for me to get some dinner. Perfect. Oh baby. That looks just about done. My little brioche buns are getting quite smushed, but they're still gonna taste just as good. I got these little mini squeeze bottles off Amazon. They look like a kid's toy, but they do the trick because it's kind of hard to find mustard packets nowadays. Boom. It'd be too dark to see that, but another beautiful little hot dog. Oh yeah. I could have ate 6 of those, but fortunately I ate both my chocolate bars for today. I'm all out of my food, but I've got a little cup of Mio with electrolytes, lemon lime. It's really good. All in all, this was a great day. Lots of portaging. I spent a lot more time portaging than paddling my canoe, but some nice trails, some beautiful little lakes in and out, and had absolutely perfect weather today, all day. No bugs. It was a pleasure. And on top of that, I found myself a beautiful little camp here. So peaceful, quiet, serene. Beauty little spot. Oh, angry beaver behind me. This is what it's all about. Moments like these, days like these. Just love it. I left my long johns out to hang, to dry, and I came to discover that this guy's hanging out on them. So, check your boots and your clothes before you put them on in the morning. Boo! Alright, now to fling them off. 1, 2, 3. Is he gone? Yeah. Apple cinnamon oatmeal for breakfast, my favorite. Slept well again last night. So calm, so quiet and peaceful. Barely heard an animal. An owl hooting here and there. A beaver slapped its tail a few times, but aside from that, nothing. And this morning as well. In the spring it would be so loud now with songbirds singing, but in the fall, dead silence. I just love how every season has its own character. Oh, I'm seeing something going on over there. Birds, ducks. That was a beautiful sight. I just really took my time this morning, relaxed, enjoyed it. So it's 10:30 now, on my way finally. 3 shorter portages, all less than 300 meters to start. And then the one big one that'll be around 3 kilometers with a little bit of creek that I may be able to navigate or to travel on a little bit in between. So we'll see. This is why I love Temagami. Some beautiful old growth pines everywhere. Wow. Whew, another one of these. You can see where the normal water line is on the rocks. And quite far below that. Nice sand bottom here. That was easy. Oh boy, this looks muddy as heck. Oh, not so bad. Not so bad. Canoe's all dirty again. Real boulder field. Whew, maybe I should do this in 2 trips. Go slowly. That's a pretty big one. This is a beaver village. Dude. It's gonna need a little bit of fixing. Right, next portage. Holy, so deep. It's gonna be hard to get my leg out of this. Not exaggerating, this is only knee deep, but it is so stuck in there. So very stuck. Oh my goodness. I can't. Oh my goodness. Holy. No warning. Just a boggy area here. Finally. Well, I finally made it to my lake for tonight. Just gonna paddle for a few kilometers and try to find a site. It's very shallow through here. Hopefully I can get through. Yeah, once again, that little narrow, deep channel. It's probably where the beavers go. There's one campsite, really high up. This little site here. Well, it's a tiny little site. There's one tiny tent pad right there, but it's nice and sheltered from the south wind right now. It's getting cooler, so the wind is coming from behind me. Nice little fire pit here, lots of wood laying around, so this is going to be it. Well, 5:30, camp's all set up. I am pretty ravenous. I definitely did not bring enough food on this trip. 2,500 calories a day is just not enough. And the problem is that I wanted to do this loop in 8 days. But because the first day, the first night that I arrived, I didn't do any distance. I just camped next to my car. I had my dinner, which was the food that I had for day one. I only have 7 days worth of food, and not very much per day at that. So it's a bit of a push to do this loop in 7 days. I find I want to enjoy it, given the amount of portaging and lots of difficult portages. So still, I'm gonna see how things go. But if I want to do it, if I decide to take an extra day and to do it in 8 days, then I'm gonna really have to ration on one of these days. So probably some of my jerky. I didn't eat any today, and I feel the low salt, the low sodium. So we'll see. Anyway, you're gonna catch myself for a few minutes here, and then gonna start gathering some firewood, get a fire started. Beautiful little site. It's tiny. There's room for one tent. Only one flat spot. It's not even flat, but I don't care. Amazing views on the south end of this big, beautiful lake. So yeah, loving this little spot. Feels so good to take your boots off at the end of the day, especially when they're all wet. One of the best feelings. Well, I decided to ration my dinner for tonight and skip the freeze-dried meal. That way I'll have one in the bank in case I do want to make this an 8-day trip. So all I had was my jerky. I had some Mio electrolytes and a few dried mangoes, and I do feel a lot better. I'm still hungry, but I feel much better. And I'm gonna try over the next couple days to ration, to skip a Cliff Bar here and there, to try to get something together for that day 8. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, another beautiful, calm evening here. Great little site. Just gonna relax now with my fire. Plenty of firewood here, so definitely gonna spend several hours staring into this and just taking it all in, because that's what it's all about. I was up really early this morning. I could hear that the wind is blowing. The wind has shifted, is coming from the north now, and I'm going to be paddling into the north all day. So I'm going to get an early start, 7:30. beautiful sunrise. There's just a tiny little spit of land here separating two halves of this lake. Oh, my head. Just barely making it. Oh, this is... My portage is down there. Well, this portage looks like it's going to be a bit of a bushwhack. It's kind of hard to find a trail. I had to walk up ahead to make sure there was a portage here. Very wet and boggy in this section anyways. Yeah, fell within the first 20 feet. When I got with 120 pounds on my back, whenever I step in mud, I sink deep and fast. So anyway, I'm gonna keep trucking. All right, last portage of the day, 1 kilometer. Oh boy. All right, time to find camp. Never ends. Jeez. Yes, finally made it to camp. Oh, what a day. Well, that ended up being a pretty tough day. I left, I think, around 8 a.m. and it's 5:45 now, so almost 10 hours. Most of it was just head down, paddling into headwinds. I don't film very much when I'm paddling into headwind. You just got to paddle, and long stretches where I couldn't really stop. And I had that one coffee break, and aside from that, I think all I had to eat was 1 Cliff Bar, 1 O. Henry chocolate bar, and some beef jerky. So again, I'm feeling it. I definitely messed up. Didn't bring enough food on this trip. It's funny because on my big Labrador expedition that I did this summer, it was the opposite. I had brought too much food and I was throwing food out. So I need to find a good balance somewhere in between, but I'm starving. I'm ravenous right now. All right, time for dinner. All right, dinner selection. I've got 4. These are the 4 dinners that I have left for this trip. I didn't eat one last night, so I have an extra one for an 8th night if I do decide to stay for an 8th day. Kung Pao grilled chicken. One of the best. Kung Pao chicken with beef. Kung Pao chicken. Oh. I'm gonna wolf this down. It was delicious. I don't think I ever enjoyed a dehydrated dinner that much before. But despite how hungry I was today, I did manage to save one of my 2 chocolate bars for dinner time. Got an arrow here. So, perfect little dessert after a delicious dinner. Oh, I'm salivating just looking at this. Good morning. It got quite cold overnight, dipped down to freezing. Chilly this morning, so it's nice to have a little morning fire, warm up, boiled myself a pot of coffee. It's the right way to start the day. So I'm just taking stock of the food that I have left. So I've got day 5, 6, 7, 8. Today's day 5. Already had my breakfast, so I have 1 Cliff Bar, 2 chocolate bars, and dehydrated meal. Up top, that's half a bag of jerky, and there's 1 full one. So for tomorrow, tomorrow's going to be a short day. It's going to be my most relaxed day of the trip. So I'm only going to have oatmeal for breakfast, 2 chocolate bars, and dinner. And then the next day, my breakfast is normally 2 Cliff Bars. I actually don't have any Cliff Bars for during the day, though. That's the problem for either of these days. So I'm down Cliff Bar. I have a tiny bit of pineapple there and a tiny bit of mangoes for the rest of the trip. Like I said, I have half a bag of jerky. One of them is half done, and a full one. So not a lot of food to do 3 full days and 1 half day. The last day is my exit day. But even when I do get out, I still have a 3-hour drive just to get back to the first town. So, and a rocky, rough road as well. So hopefully I don't break down with no food in my car. Anyway, I'll make it work. All right, well, here I am. Start of the longest portage of the trip. It's gonna be a doozy. Just wiped out right here, just because one of those logs got stuck in between my feet and just face planted. I'm okay though, gonna keep on going. grouse right there, middle of the trail. Forest chicken. Boggy. I made it, baby. Toughest portage of the trip done. What a beautiful sight. The last part of it certainly was quite tough, quite uphill, but all in all, I've done a lot worse. It wasn't that bad. So now, just a short little paddle across this little pond here into my next one. Oh, nice takeout. Beautiful landing here. Okay, last portage of the day. Another hilly one. Going up quite steeply right off the hop. But once I finish this, I'll be at my lake for tonight. All right. Finally made it to my lake for tonight. The water on this lake is unbelievably clear and blue. You can see so far down. It's just beautiful. Well, I found myself a beautiful little campsite here. Tiny little beach tucked away. Just small fire pit right there. Lots of wood to burn. And yeah, beautiful water here, super clear. Shit, bro. You okay? I feel human again. That little dip felt amazing. Completely rejuvenated now. Wow, did it ever cool off quickly as soon as the sun went down. My forecast, the forecast on my Garmin InReach says that it's going to dip down to below freezing tonight, so it's going to be a cool one. It definitely feels like fall now, as opposed to the first few days of the trip. It was quite warm, but Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, cool temperatures. Well, I stopped waiting for that moose to do something. It just froze there. It's been standing there for 15 minutes now, motionless. What a beautiful evening here. It's dead calm. My dinner's almost ready. Just need to put it on the fire a little bit longer. Need a tad bit more water. It's gonna be good though. Well, gonna enjoy my dinner now. The sky is absolutely unreal. There are no clouds, it's just the gradient of color from orange to blue. Not a cloud, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous skyline. And I can just see the tops of all the black spruce and the pine trees. Just beautiful. It's a chilly but beautiful morning. Got a little cup of spruce tea here to warm me up. A little fire going. And there was a loon calling on the lake this morning as well. But I think I just heard him fly off. Latest start of the entire trip. It's past 11 a.m. but that was a beautiful camp. I just wanted to enjoy it as long as possible. I still can't believe how blue this water is. It's just incredible, so clear. Look at that. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous lake. Right, first one done. That was tricky. I need a third arm to balance myself. Another one done. One more to go. Yeah, baby. All right, short little paddle across the small lake into my last portage of the day. Such a beautiful day. Ah, well, looky here. There's a campsite right here. Awesome. And look at the beach here. Wow. This is awesome. Incredible. I'm definitely going for a swim. That swim felt incredible. So nice. What a beautiful beach. And what a beautiful site. I feel very lucky to be able to camp on this site. I feel like it's been a special place for the natives for a very, very long time. And not only to be able to camp here, but on such a perfect, beautiful fall day. Just incredible. Just like that, we have fire. Few better feelings than getting a nice campfire going. Love it. The sun's going down and it's getting chilly. The forecast is calling for below freezing temps again tonight, so yeah, gotta bundle up at night and in the morning. Okay, so for dinner tonight, we are traveling from the wilds of Wabakimi all the way to beautiful Italia to experience Tuscan style pasta Roma. Oh yeah. So just sitting here looking down this long beach, I'm fully expecting to see another moose just walk out of the bush. If there ever were a spot to see wildlife, this is one of them. Or a bear, or even better, a wolf. Well, it's a cold morning. It rained through the night, and then it had stopped early this morning. But as soon as I got out of my tent, it started up again. So I'm gonna have a little boil up here from inside the tent. Get one coffee in me. Then I'll be on my way. gonna be a tough day. All right, I'm all set. It's not raining too hard right now, but it is drizzling and it is pretty cold. So I don't want to stop moving for too long. First task is to round the corner over there. And then I think I have a few kilometers, maybe 3 kilometers to paddle to get to the southern end of the lake where my first portage is gonna be. And we are off. I really love paddling this canoe. Just heel it over a little bit on one side and it paddles beautifully. This is not how I wanted to start the day. I don't think I have a choice. I have to walk through this. Just didn't want to have to get my feet and legs all wet. That wasn't fun. Look what I spotted. Yellow spotted salamander. I've learned not to touch these guys because their skin excretes a little toxin and it kind of stings. Very cool though. Stopped for a little snack break here at the end of this portage, and within 5 minutes I already starting to get quite a chill, so I've got to keep moving. Lots of little portages ahead of me. I just finished 2 big ones, but yeah, I can't stop for too long. This cold little drizzle, it's a cold day. Definitely feeling a bit more chilled now as the day goes on. There was a campsite at the start of this portage that I could have just stopped at, set up my camp, got nice and toasty in my tent, called it a day, but I decided to push on. Got two more portages, one short one and then one 1,200 meter, 1.2 kilometer portage. And yeah, quite a bit of paddling to do as well, but I really want to get that done today. It's cold and miserable. Anyways, so might as well get some distance covered. I'll stop if I get too cold, but for now I think I can keep going, at least for a little bit. Whoa. Key for me right now to staying warm is to keep moving. If I stop, I know I'm going to start shivering. Alright, well I made it to my lake for tonight, or actually it's connected to the lake that I want to camp on tonight, which is the next lake over. But no more portages from here on out. The campsite I'm looking for at the south end of the second lake, Wood Lake, is about 5 kilometers from here, 3 miles. It's coming down once again, still very cold. It's not going to get any warmer than it is today. But I got a bit of body heat in me from this portage that I just finished. So I'm not going to wait any longer. I'm just going to get my canoe, try to do those 5 kilometers and get to my site and get all set up. Hopefully this little connection here between the two lakes is passable. All right, I finally made it, just in time. Sun's gonna set in about half an hour. Looks like a beauty little spot. Okay, so here's the site. Really cool little point up above the water. Little fire pit there. Got my canoe pulled up, and my tent is set up in the back there, nice and sheltered in the forest. Well, as nice as this site is, I don't think I'm going to be setting up or starting a fire tonight. I'm just going to get in my tent, get warm. Today was a challenging day because of the weather. I'm quite chilled right now. It's been drizzling or raining from sunrise, from this morning up until now. The sun's about to get down. There's still a very light drizzle, so I'm pretty much soaked to the bone. And it's cold. So yeah, I'm going to dive in my tent like I do. That's my safe space. I'm going to get my pots, some water in my pots, and just boil up some water, have something warm to drink, and then my dinner later, and I'll hang my food up later once I warm up. don't know if you'll be able to see this, but my long johns are literally steaming. They're drying off. I guess my body heat is drying them off. And yeah, steaming. Oh, that's new. That's a new one. Anyhow, gonna make myself a coffee. I had a chocolate bar already, an Aero bar. Then I'll have my dinner. I'm not leaving this tent all night. That's fine. I'm safe now. I'm happy to be in here. It's nice and warm. And slowly, I'm gonna stay in my wet long johns for a little bit longer. But before bed, of course, I'm gonna change to some dry clothes, get nice and snug in my sleeping bag, and sleep like a baby, I'm sure. Oh, there we go. Coffee is ready. Our water's ready. Yeah, that was a pretty rough day. And it's why I would recommend most people, especially if you're new and starting out, not to plan long, difficult trips later in the fall, because you can have one day like this. Imagine 2 or 3 back to back to back, and it can definitely happen. Just a few degrees above zero, above freezing, cold and wet, rainy with wind. Those are very tough conditions to be doing a canoe trip in. So it's best in the fall, just stay closer to the access, do shorter days, and that way if you have some difficult weather, you don't have to bust your hump through inclement weather and cold temperatures for several days at a time. But for me anyways, it was still most definitely worth it. You know, I think I got very lucky on this trip with the weather. It was beautiful for almost its entirety. Today was a bad weather day. Tomorrow morning, I don't think it's going to get much better. So I think it's going to continue like this overnight and into tomorrow morning. So I'm probably going to finish the trip like this. For tomorrow, I have one big portage, about 1 mile in length. A couple shorter ones before as well. But I think the challenge is going to be, there are a few connecting sections that are kind of river travel, including the river that I started on. And I won't be surprised if that just won't be deep enough for me to paddle through. So I might end up doing a lot of walking and wading through the cold water again tomorrow. Probably going to get to my car soaking wet boots and wet pants. But thankfully, I've got a change of clothes waiting for me. I don't have any food in there, unfortunately. I should have put some food. I do have Diet Pepsi, so I'll have Diet Pepsi. That will hopefully tide me over and until I reach the first town. Well, I don't recommend anyone else do this, but it's nice to have a little candlelight heat in the tent. So, gonna have a little candlelit dinner. See you in the morning. Well, as you can hear, it's still raining this morning, on and off throughout the night, on and off this morning. So, just boiling up my water right there. Gonna have a coffee. Gonna have one of my 2 Cliff bars for this morning. I might just have both of them. I'm pretty hungry. And then just slowly pack up and get on my way. Alright, finally on the water. Let's finish this trip. It's a beautiful sight though. Oh, look what I just noticed is in my boat. Tiny little salamander. My first low portage is done, but now let's see if there's enough water for me to get through, pass through in my canoe. Not much here. Get out here. These rocks are slick. Made it. Well, overall, this is a challenging route to do late in the season, in the fall. Got a lake now, two more portages, and then I'll be back on the river that I started on. But we'll see how much water's on that river. She's coming down, boys and girls. Last portage of the trip. 1 mile. Made it, baby. All right. Well, I finished my last portage. Back at the river now. But as you can see, it's looking quite shallow. So I think a lot of wading is up ahead, but that's all right. We'll get it done. Yeah, she's shallow. My poor canoe. Okay, finally got some water. Wow, it's beautiful. And here we are. Made it. All right. Well, that's it, folks. Another trip in the books. It was a great route. Got to see a moose as well. And one of the highlights for me was paddling my brand new canoe. I'm in love with the canoe already. So looking forward to many more trips with the canoe. Also my brand new knife. I don't have it on me right now, but I actually really enjoy using my childhood heroes knife. So I'll be using that as well on future trips. So now I've got a long 7 to 8 hour drive back home. But what I'm looking forward to the most right now is Thanksgiving dinner with my family and a big serving of pumpkin pie. So as always, hope you enjoyed coming along with me. I'll catch you on the next one.
Oh yeah.